joining with me, please? Namaskar and a very warm welcome to everyone. We are gathered today at the esteemed Dharmapeetam Legal Service India Private Limited and Abhignam Bharat Organization in association with Hindu Securities and Exchange Board of India for an incredibly important and highly relevant program, a seminar on an introduction to secure financial planning and
and main speakers from Sebi and NSC. We are very glad that you are here. And our friends from ATAC also are here as legal things. And my dear students and faculty. We are very glad that post the Dasra vacation and Marnad ఇంతమంది స్టూడెంట్స్ వచ్చారంటే మీ కమిట్మెంట్ బాగా బాగుంది. I appreciate all of you for showing your commitment. So our program is about Sebi and which is conducted by a person from Sebi, regional head of Sebi from Chennai, and National Stock Exchange manager from Vijayawada. So as a president of this event, ఒక 2 minutes మాట్లాడతాను నేను, and that is about something called as how do you differentiate the different stocks and how do you differentiate the different phone calls what we are receiving. కాకః నీలః పికః నీలః తో పేరు పిక కాకయో వసంతకాల సంప్రాప్తే కాకః కాకః పికః పికః అన్నారు. కాకః అంటే అక్కడ అర్థమైంది కాకి, దట్ ఇస్ క్రో. పికః అంటే కోయిల్. కాకః పికః పికః. సార్ మీరు వదిలేండి, మా పిల్లలు చూస్తారు. సో కాకః కాకః పికః పికః. కాకి ఒకలానే ఉంటుంది, కోయిల ఒకలానే ఉంటుంది. దట్ మీన్స్ స్టాక్స్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ కంపెనీస్ లుక్ alike. Like that phone calls from everybody look alike. వసంతకాల సంప్రాప్తి అంటే వసంతకాలం వచ్చినప్పుడు కాకః కాకః, కాకి కావు కావు అంటుంది, కోయిల మాత్రం మధురంగా కూస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు వసంతకాలం అవుతుంది. అట్లాగే మన డివిడెండ్స్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు లేకపోతే మనకి రిటర్న్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు తెలుస్తుంది వెదర్ అవర్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ఇస్ ప్రాపర్ ఆర్ నాట్. అండ్ మనకి ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఫేసింగ్ ఎనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఫోన్ కాల్ ఆర్ ఈమెయిల్, then only you will understand that it is a fraud mail. So to understand whether it is a kaki or koita, today is the program for that. So I request all the students, inaugural session అయిన తర్వాత actual presenters will be giving about something called Sebi and NSC. I request you to listen that much more importantly. Now వచ్చింది కదా కరెంట్ అన్నీ చూడండి. I request all of you to listen that presentations much more interestingly and much more attentively, and then ask questions, because I have requested the organizers to give us scope for something.
ఇప్పుడు స్కామ్ అర్థమైంది కదా. అంటే ఇందాక ఒక స్కామ్, కరెంట్ పోవడం ఒక స్కామ్ అనుకోండి ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. అంత మాత్రం మన ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఏమి ఆగిపోవాలి. ఏసీ లేదు అని ఆడే ఉంది. సో యువర్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ఆల్సో యూ మస్ట్ బి వెరీ వైస్ ఇన్ విచ్ కంపెనీ యూ మస్ట్ ఇన్వెస్ట్. వెన్ యూ వాంట్ ద రిటర్న్స్ 5 yearsలో కావాలా 15 yearsలో కావాలా. అండ్ వెన్ యూ ఆర్ రెస్పాండింగ్ టు ద బ్రోకర్స్ కాల్, ఏజెంట్స్ కాల్స్, యూ మస్ట్ బి వెరీ వైజ్. లేదా వాడు అట్లాంటి ఏదైనా లక్కీ భాస్కర్లో వాడలాంటి వాడా లేదా మంచివాడా అని తెలుసుకుని చేయడం కోసం ఇవాళ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చేయడం జరిగింది. వీఆర్ వెరీ గ్లాడ్ దట్ ఆల్ ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ స్పీకర్స్ అండ్ డిగ్నిటరీస్ హ్యావ్ కమ్ హియర్. నౌ I think I request Shavana madam to continue the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much for opening remarks, sir. Moving to the brings a vital perspective on the importance of regulatory compliance and the law is protecting financial interests. Our topic central to today's seminar on secure financial planning and fraud prevention. We are delighted to have his experience and insights with us today. Sir, we extend our warmest welcome and requesting you to give the inaugural speech of today's event. I request Dr. S.Chandra.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow professionals. I am honored to address you today as the founder president of Dharmapeetam Legal Services India Private Limited on the topic of secure investments and fraud prevention. So at Dharmapeetam, we believe it is our duty to protect the people not only spiritually and from legal issues also. So, but also in the financial well-being. So, let's skip the Chalite Miku. I mean, you may not come attention. I would like to few words in Telugu and complete with the 2 minutes if you permit it. Dear students, once upon a time మనం ఎందుకు చదువుకునే వాళ్ళం అంటే కేవలం జ్ఞానం కోసం. బట్ నవడేస్ ఈ రోజున మన ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ప్రాసెస్ అంతా కూడా ఇన్కమ్ ఎర్నింగ్ టు గెట్ ఏ జాబ్, వెరీ ఫస్ట్ టు గెట్ ఏ జాబ్. అయితే ఈ రోజున పిల్లల యొక్క ఈ జనరేషన్ యొక్క హ్యాబిట్ ఎలా మారిపోయిందంటే వైల్ స్టడీ వాళ్ళు చదువుతున్నప్పుడే వాళ్ళు సంపాదన మొదలు పెట్టేస్తున్నారు. సో ఇలాంటి తరుణంలో మీరు బాగుంటాయి, మీ ఫ్యూచర్ కెరీర్కి ఎర్లీ ఏజ్లో మీరు డిపాజిట్ చేసుకున్నటువంటిది, సెక్యూర్ చేసుకున్నటువంటిది ఏదైతే మీకు లైఫ్ లాంగ్ హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది, హ్యాపీ లైఫ్ని లీడ్ చేస్తుంది. అయితే కొద్దిమంది, ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ఫాట్ అబౌట్ ఆల్ ది పీపుల్, ఆల్ ది స్టూడెంట్స్, కొద్దిమంది పిల్లలు ఈజీ ఎర్నింగ్స్కి బాగా అలవాటు పడిపోవడం ద్వారా వాళ్ళు ఎక్కువ మంది ఈ బెట్టింగ్ యాప్లోకి, లేకపోతే ఇతర అట్రాక్టివ్ స్కీమ్స్లోకి, లేకపోతే మీకు కొన్ని యాప్లు లోన్లు ఆఫర్ చేస్తున్నాయని వాటిని క్లిక్ చేయటం, ఆ అమౌంట్ డ్రా చేయటం, మళ్ళీ పేరెంట్స్ నుంచి సపోర్ట్ లేక, లేకపోతే మీరు అనుకున్నటువంటి అచీవ్మెంట్ జరగక, ఆ పేమెంట్ చేయలేక, వెరీ సాడ్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే త్రూఅవుట్ ది కంట్రీ కొన్ని వేల మంది సూసైడ్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు. 100 years ఆఫ్ హ్యూమన్ లైఫ్ ఎంతో గొప్పది. అలాంటిది మనం చిన్న తప్పు లైఫ్లో ఒక ఎకనామికల్ ఫాల్ట్ ఏదైతే ఆర్థికంగా మనం చేసినటువంటి ఒక మిస్టేక్, ఒక ఫ్లా లైఫ్లో ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో అది మన నిండు జీవితాన్ని నిలువున ముంచేస్తుంది. సో డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, ఈ అవేర్నెస్ అనేది మీకు అకాడమిక్గా చాలా ఉంటుంది. నేనేమి ఓకేనా ఎడ్యుకేట్ చేస్తాము, మేమేమి ఈ యొక్క 1 hour 2 hour ప్రోగ్రాంలో మీరు ఏదో మొత్తం మాస్టర్స్ అయిపోతారని నేనేం అనుకోవట్లేదు. కానీ సో ఇట్స్ ఎన్లైటన్ యూ, హౌ యూ సెక్యూర్ యువర్ సేవింగ్స్. మీ యొక్క డబ్బు సంపాదించడం ఓకే గొప్ప విషయమే, డబ్బు కావాలి, డబ్బు లేదే మనం బతకలేము. అయితే డబ్బు సంపాదించడం ఒకెత్తైతే ఆ సంపాదించుకున్న దాన్ని భద్రపరుచుకోవటం, జాగ్రత్తగా ఓకేనా దాచుకోవటం అనేది ఈ రోజున మరీ ముఖ్యం. కాబట్టి సో ఇలాంటి ఒక కార్యక్రమాన్ని మనం సెబీ ఇనిషియేట్ తీసుకోవడం కారణంగా, దానికి ఎన్ఎస్సి నేషనల్ స్టాక్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్ వారికి కూడా తోడవడం కారణంగా వాళ్ళు ఒక రెగ్యులేటరీ బాడీస్గా, అంటే ఇక్కడ మనకి ఫైనాన్షియల్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ని కంపెనీస్ ఇచ్చేటువంటి షేర్స్ని, డివిడెండ్స్ని, డిబెంచర్స్ని, వీటన్నిటినీ ఓకేనా మీ ఎర్నింగ్స్కి సంబంధించి, మీ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్స్కి సంబంధించి సో వాటన్నిటిని రెగ్యులేట్ చేయడానికి మనకి ఏవైతే టోటల్గా మనకి గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా మినిస్ట్రీ ఆఫ్ కార్పొరేట్ అఫైర్స్ ద్వారా ఏదైతే మనకి ఈ రెగ్యులేటరీ బాడీస్ని, మనకి నియంత్రణ సంస్థల్ని ఏర్పాటు చేసిందో, ఆ సంస్థలు మన కోసం ఎలా కంట్రోల్ చేస్తున్నా, హెల్ప్ చేస్తున్నటువంటి విషయాన్ని వాళ్ళు ఈ రోజున మనకి తెలియజేయబోతున్నారు. కాబట్టి సో అసలు కంటెంట్ అంతా ముందు ఉంది. దానికన్నా ముందు మనకి మన యూనివర్సిటీ రెక్టార్ అయినటువంటి శివరాం ప్రసాద్ గారు కామర్స్ని హోల్డ్ చేసి ఈ ప్రపంచాన్ని, మార్కెట్ని, సబ్జెక్ట్ని, స్టూడెంట్స్ని కోఆర్డినేట్ చేసి ఒక గొడుగు కిందకి తీసుకొచ్చి ఆయన ఎంతోమంది, ఎన్ని వేల మంది విద్యార్థుల్ని ఎంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్స్గా, ఒక ఆర్డినరీ కొత్తగా స్టార్ట్ చేసినటువంటి చిన్న చిన్న వ్యాపార సంస్థల్ని కూడా ఆయన యొక్క అడ్వైజెస్తో, ఆయన యొక్క సపోర్ట్తో, వాళ్ళ స్టూడెంట్స్ యొక్క డైనమిక్ ఐడియాస్తో, సర్వీసెస్తో ఆ ఇండస్ట్రీస్గా మార్చినటువంటి ద గ్రేట్ కామర్స్ ప్రొఫెసర్, మోరోవర్ మన యూనివర్సిటీకి రెక్టార్ స్థాయిలో ఉన్నటువంటి అధికారి మనకి ఈ రోజున చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ స్థానంలో మన ముందు ఉన్నారు. కాబట్టి సో వారి ద్వారా మరింత సమాచారాన్ని మీరు తెలుసుకుంటారు. ఇంతకు మించి నన్ను మీరు అనుమతించబోరు. ఇక గౌరవంగా మీరు ఇప్పటి వరకు నా యొక్క సమాచారాన్ని నా నుంచి తీసుకున్నందుకు, ఓపికతో మీరు నాకు సపోర్ట్ చేసినందుకు ఐ థ్యాంక్ టు ఎవ్రీ స్టూడెంట్స్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Thank you so much for your inaugural speech, sir. Moving to the next, I would like to introduce Mr. Cheru Ramakrishna Murthy Garu, the respected secretary and correspondent of Hindu College of Management, Guntur. He is a prominent figure known for his dedication to the cause of education philanthropy. Hailing for a family with a strong history of industrial and education contributions, he is actively associated with the Hindu College Group institution in various capacities. As a secretary and correspondent, his visionary leadership and hands-on approach, guided by the principle of management by walking around, ensure the institution constantly thrives for excellence in education and social service. Sir, thank you so much for continuous guidance and support. Now I'd like to call C.H. Ramakrishna Garu to deliver his speech.
Greetings to the degree principals and the coordinators of the committee. As an opening remark, I would like to advise two things I will touch upon two things to the students today. One is that we meet accidents when you take things for granted. When you are overconfident, you will meet accidents in the life. And when is that we get cheated? When you are over-ambitious, you want to make short money, you will get cheated and you will lose money. So you always should plan your investments for a steady investment, look for a long-term returns. You might get many rules to protect your investments, but the cheaters are more smart. They come with new proposals to see that you are cheated. You will get cheated only if you are over-ambitious. So I will caution you that when you should be ambitious, but at a calculated level you should grow in the life. And I advise you to take today's session very seriously because it makes a lot of difference to your plans for the investment plans for the future. Greetings from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your valuable information, sir. And thank you once again for your continuous support. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Dumpa Sridevi Garu, founding chairperson of Abhigna Bharat organization dedicated to driving social development, health, justice and economic empowerment for women across India. He is a legal luminary, a humanitarian leader and women's advocate and a philanthropist. A practicing advocate at the High Court of both Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, she is equally interested in spreading legal awareness programs, being a member of Board of Studies, Department of Law at Andhra Pradesh Tangaturi Prakasham University, and she is also look forward to such enlightening events for the students. With this short introduction, I would like to call Dr. Dumpa Sridevi Garu to deliver her speech. Put your hands together to welcome Dumpa Sridevi Garu.
Good morning all. First of all, I would like to thank you Hindu College of Management and Dharmapeetam to organize such a kind of program which is really much needed and not only for the, I think who are the investors and all not. You are the guys like who are future entrepreneurs and future policy makers and financial investors and everyone. I think Mr. Ramanagaru, you are really organizing. I saw one of your program also that was very much useful. That time it was only but for women only. But now this is entire students and then their families also I think must be very knowledgeable after this program. I am also eager to wait to hear from the Sebi people who came all the way from their hectic schedules to give a lecture for you. And here Ramana sir started with Kakaha Pikaha, right sir? So which is really a wonder for me also. Really, when the fraud calls are coming, they were like very sweet, and then we always fall too good for the one which is not really good at all. So this is a wonderful cause. Some kind of well-being and all and legal awareness, but this is the first of its kind, like to give the financial literacy and which is very much needed for today's fraudulent society, or what we call it as. So here the role of Sebi and citizens vigilance. So citizens must be as vigilant as much they can. And as a High Court advocate, I always see after the fraud comes only people come for the litigation actually. So I always suggest when we are investing or when we are choosing a policy or something to invest, so be wise. So this is the one, instead of making ourselves as knowledge in finance and all, just wise itself is the one which is a remarkable thing we can make it ourselves actually. And financial literacy and the social empowerment is together, they always travel in the parallel lines. One is good for the, we always at Abhigna Bharat, we say that she is for herself, she is for the family, and she is for the society. Like that, if we are aware and we are knowledgeable and we are wise in kind of investment or choosing a plans or choosing any kind of things wisely, that itself helps for the family, and it itself plans for the society also actually. So financial awareness is a powerful tool for social empowerment. Here, how many of you just started any kind of investment which was given as a kid or child from your parents as a pocket money and all? How many of you started? No one? So I think sorry? Yeah. Actually, I think you are the ones future investors as a. From the childhood, many children are eagerly waiting for the pocket money, and then they keep all the things in a kind of investment nowadays actually. So, yeah. Okay. From now onwards, I think after the good lecture which is going to given by the Sebi people and all. So you people start investment, and definitely remember this session, how to go ahead with the kind of all these. And thank you so much. I'm not going to take much time because this is not a kind of program which we will take much of your time. Thank you so much. And I would like to congratulate Mr. Chandrasekhar Garu to organize such a kind of programs with Dharmapeetam Legal Services. I am appreciating you, sir. And Shivaram sir, I am waiting for your lecture because commerce and finance, how you are going to mix that legal, this one actually. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your information, ma'am, and greetings. Moving forward, we have an exceptionally accomplished academic leader joining us today. May I now invite Professor Dr. R. Shivaram Prasad Sir, Rector, Acharya Nagarjuna University, for introduction and his esteemed message. Professor Dr. R. Shivaram Prasad is a distinguished professor having held significant academic and administrative positions and currently serves as the Rector of the prestigious Acharya Nagarjuna University. With a diverse and rich educational background, including an MBA, MCOM, MCA, and a PhD, his expertise spans international business, e-commerce, e-governance, and foreign trade. He has an impressive academic record, including numerous research papers published in national and international journals, and has edited and authored books in his fields. His insights into commerce, management, and technology are highly valuable. Sir, we eagerly await your words of wisdom on this important topic of financial security and fraud prevention. With this introduction, I'd like to call Professor Dr. R. Shivaram Prasad Sir to deliver his speech. Put your hands together to welcome Professor R. Shivaram Prasad Sir.
Thank you, Madam. Respected fellows, Ramakrishna Murthy garu, Secretary and Correspondent of the Hindu College, and Academic Head of the Institution, Ramana garu, and Sridev garu, eminent advocate in the High Court, and Chandrasekhar garu, head of the Dharmapeetam Legal Services India Limited, and other distinguished personalities on the NAS, Security Exchange Board of India officials, South Head Srikanth garu, and here NSC Deputy Manager Ravitej garu, other faculty members, my dear student friends, good morning to all of you. Today, first I want to congratulate the Hindu School of Management and the Dharmapeetam Legal Services, Avigna Bharati. It is a voluntary organization under the leadership of the Sridev garu, and Security Exchange Board of India, one of the important regulatory body for the Indian financial services. Fourth one, Hindu College. 4 people together have been organizing this type of a symposium or workshop, whatever might it be. It is a great attempt for enrich the students, particularly in the area of the present financial system, security, legal and security frauds to the financial system, and other areas. That purpose, these people organizing this workshop. For this sake, I want to congratulate all the 4 organizations for enriching the students, particularly in the area of the security, financial planning, frauds, fraud detections, fraud prevention point of view. My dear friends, after independence, before independence we have stock markets. Woman weakness is there. One of the important character and attitude of the human being is intellectual animal in this universe compared to other fellow animals. This animal has one weakness. One is greediness. Other important thing is imagining the wealth, comparing with others, and trying to imagine the wealth for himself and his family purpose. This is a basic weakness. Basing on this weakness, different type of the products designed by the positive entrepreneurs and legally the recognizing entrepreneurs. They design the product. It is a physical product or service product, whatever might it be. Financial product is also one of the important service products. Over the years, people developing different type of this type of the finance, right, general products and especially financial products. You know very well, auction system came, different type of the prices schemes, different type of the other type of right, what called especially mutual funds. Mutual fund schemes and chit fund schemes, different type of the money doubling schemes, money doubling, tripling, with where the people trying to attracting, alluring the people towards this type of the scheme. It is a natural. It is a natural reason. Those who are actually designing this type of the products, financial services product, they are also human beings. Basing on the weaknesses of human being, they are designing the products. So once you have developed a product, creating a marketability to product is a very vital role. How to create marketability? How to attracting the individuals towards these products? They have adopted different type of the strategies. Different type of the strategies. So, stock market is also one important product, where we are purchasing different type of, especially equity securities. After that, what happened? Different strategies as developing. Positives okay. Some of the stock market is streamlined with the little problems, little frauds. Other than stock markets, so many financial products, so many financial frauds has been taking place. So, frauds are the different type of the frauds, especially theft accounting, or accounting, bank accounting theft. The theft means our data take over by someone, went to the hands of the people. This is the recent frauds. The frauds has developed by the especially after internet was after invention of the internet. Before, frauds is different. Only frauds is threatening the people, robbing the people based on some of the schemes, lotteries. Those are the only schemes. After computerization, after information revolution, tremendous changes has taken place across the globe. Different frauds. I think all young guys, but you are not born at the time, 1992. Arshad Mehta, Bhupel Dalal, both people robbing the Indian banks. It is a 12,000 crores fraud. But legally, it is not a fraud. I know, I was in your age. Arshad Mehta was a hero to all of us. Reason, we are also studying financial management. That's why he was a hero to all of us. What shares he is purchasing, what dress he wears, what food he is eating, what he like, what he dislike. We are trying to follow him. What dress today he wear, with what dress he enter the stock market. We focus on that. But after 5 years, he has become a villain to this country. Robbed the banks. Indian Bank is one of the important scapegoat, particularly in the scandal. Then, suddenly government of India awakened and developed one security system, framing security structure on the name of the Security Exchange Board of India, Sebi, was established to prevent this type of the frauds. After that, government has appointed Narsimhan committee, so many committees has appointed against the frauds. But once Sebi establishes after that, stock market frauds reduced by more than 60%. After that, because of this particularly information revolution, so many frauds, investment frauds, pump and dump schemes, different type of payment frauds, and different type of the business and corporate frauds, money laundering. Money laundering is other important, the fraud. Listing agreement frauds, private placement frauds. Private placement is before the establishment of the Sebi, private placement frauds are numerous. I was one of the important victims for the private placement. These are the different types of, so many are there. I mentioned very few. Okay, how far Sebi is controlling? But before the Sebi officials, I don't actually much talk on about Sebi. Sebi is no doubt about a legal regulatory body, which particularly pursuing the prevention of the financial frauds. Even though so many allegations, Srikanth Garu and Raviteja Garu knows very well, former director, also allegated by so many people. A lady, I forget his name. So many allegations. His husband involving in so many financial frauds. Kanche, Chenu Meste, doubts may be arise. Why you are arranging fencing? To prevent the others. Things. But saying fencing start to eat the crop. You know very well. So people has doubts. Doubts are actually increasing much. Once upon a time in America, USA, I know very well, top man, he is a founder director of the Indian School of Business, ISB. I forget his name, who is belong to the West Bengal, intellectual. He is a product of the IIM Ahmedabad, was the first director of the ISB, Hyderabad. Very intellectual, I know very well. After that, American federal government invited him for look after the stock markets of the USA. Where one day he invited his friend for dinner, who is an investor, who is belong to the Sri Lanka, but was doing business in the USA. Just while chit chat, important information simply share with him. Next day, investor, Sri Lankan investor, invested a lot of money in that company. He earned 5 or 6 times only one day. Immediately, federal government identified it. The great person, ISB director, former director, now in the jail. Because of he worked against the confidentiality of the financial information of the federal government. So here also the same scenario is taking place. This is my observation as a teacher of the financial management. So, okay, how to prevent? How to prevent the frauds? How to prevent this type of the scandals? One side you know very well, frauds are very, this is one wonderful software developed by the people. Good software, bad software. Bad software is a strategy for particularly these fraudsters. But how to prevent in the digital arena?
One side automation taking place. At the juncture, how to prevent the frauds, how to prevent the scandals. One side, all frauds, major source is artificial intelligence technology, AI technology. With the help of AI technology, negatively they have utilizing. Negatively utilizing, and very differently. I have received every day 10 calls from the chartered accountant consultant companies. Sir, please, so and so. We are calling from Bangalore. We are calling from the Ahmedabad. We are calling from Bombay, Delhi. Please kindly write some of the shares. Just we will recommend. Purchase it. 50-50. We can share it. This way they are trying to attracting so many people losing huge quantity of money through this type of the right promises. Credit card frauds and debit card frauds is a small thing. Myself also, my account was thefted by someone. I lost the Ramnagar knows very well, 7 lakhs rupees one day, one midnight. I was sleeping. At the morning, once I wake up, verified so many messages I received it with the help of the different other banking online services utilizing the payment strategy. Right, my account has created by the 7 lakhs rupees. Not in one account, 4 or 5 accounts, everything thefted it. I am also scapegoat. But how to prevent it? We develop actually focus on the security. That is called as cyber security. Earlier, security, some of the students already they were studied, has an accordance with the security protocols. Single key, double key, that type of the cryptography. Theories are there, based on the theories, wonderful. Earlier, security packages has developed. Today, the security packages became obsolete. And I am trying to tell all the people that type of whatever the security packages developed by the technocrats, it has become obsolete. Today, it became useless. Useless. At the juncture, new model security, new model steganography model, not only cryptography, steganography models. These are the strategies of the providing security to our data. Data is going to play a vital role in future. Data is available to everyone. Fraudsters looking for the data. Cloud computing is a solution for the sharing the data. But we need to provide a security to the cloud. All data now, people keeping in the cloud. Like Amazon. How to provide security to the cloud? That is very important. Technocrats are developing. Myself also, I am an interdisciplinary researcher. Quantum security point of view, I have one patent. Based on my own thoughts, I have developed it. Similarly, quantum security is one of the important solutions. With the help of the quantum cryptography, we may possible to provide a wonderful security to the cloud. Different type of technography. Our Chanakya has developed some of the strategies, olden days. History says. Based on that, myself I developed long back steganography oriented, taking account the ideas of the Chanakya. What security measure has actually have taken for protecting the dynasty of the particular geographical area. Taken account it and develop actually security type of the packages. So work is going on very happily. Andhra Pradesh government very recently Amaravati declaration has given Amaravati declaration. The major focus is in January Amaravati capital city government is going to unveil the quantum security valley. Definitely this valley may create a wonderful young ignite-minded students. Definitely based on that also, cyber security already incorporated in the syllabus as a choice-based credit. And after that also, according to the changes of the government policy, quantum computing is also incorporated in the first semester syllabus. And specializations also, 2 papers we incorporated in data sciences specialization. Definitely with the specificism, optimism. Specificism already is there. We are all vexed with this type of frauds. But with optimism, definitely we'll go forward. We'll also focus on security package product development is concerned. With this, I thanks administrative management of Hindu College and academic management of the Hindu College and Dharmapeetam, Sebi, who invited me and provided an opportunity to share my thoughts with all of you. With this, thank you one and all.
Speak on Sunday. Sir, brief के छुट्टी चलता है. Speak on Sunday. Okay ना?
Police station.
Just discuss because we just want to leave. Leading to
10 minutes.
10, 15 minutes.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable perspective. Your words have truly set the tone for a highly informative session that follows. Now, as a part of Hindu College of Management tradition, it's time for felicitation by esteemed guest, Professor R. Shriram Prasad, sir. I request Kalyaniram to please coordinate with students. I request student volunteers, please come forward. Music, please. Thank you all esteemed dignitaries for your inspiring and insightful ideas. I request all the dignitaries to please join for felicitation. For Professor R. Shriram Prasad, sir. I request student volunteers to please come forward. Yes.
I request the volunteer to please coordinate with felicitation by handing over bouquet to principal, sir. the guests and dignitaries for gathering this wonderful session, and now the official session have come to an end. I request the student coordinators to please move the chairs on the dais and put on the Before going to hear the words from the personalities and the resource persons who have come and gathered here out of their busy schedule, let's have a short break for 10 minutes and get back in the same places. Just for 10 minutes. Yes, thank you. After 10 minutes, let's start the sessions with the eager and let's get excelled with the words. Thank you.
బాలు ఒకసారి సుభాకర్ ఒకసారి మైక్
స్టూడెంట్స్ బయట మీకు స్నాక్స్ అరేంజ్ చేశారండి, యూ కెన్ హ్యావ్ దెమ్. బయట మన రూమ్ సెమినార్ హాల్ రూమ్ బయట స్నాక్స్ అరేంజ్ చేశారు.
సార్ బయట స్నాక్స్
of today's program, a crucial session designed to empower our students with practical actionable knowledge. Our first session focused on the foundation of smart investment. It is my pleasure to introduce a resource person for lecture 1 focusing on introduction financial planning and fraud prevention. May I call upon Mr. Guntur Ravi Raja, the distinguished Deputy Manager, National Stock Exchange, Vijayawada. He is a key figure in market operations and investor education at the National Stock Exchange, India's leading stock exchange, and holding 6 years of experience in financial industry. As a Deputy Manager at the NSE Vijayawada office, he is responsible for market development, fostering financial literacy, and promoting safe investment practices in the region. His expertise is critical in understanding the functioning of the organized financial market and guiding investors on how to build a secure financial future while proactively preventing frauds. His session will provide a practical roadmap to prevent financial management. Yes, the floor is yours, sir.
A very good afternoon. Am I audible, firstly? Yeah. A very good afternoon, each and everyone. Basically, my name is Ravi Raja. I am from National Stock Exchange, Vijayawada region. Basically, I look into the grievances, then investor services, then any legal issues if it's in my region, and any other activities which NSE is promoting. So, who all should go through this module? A young adult whoever is in their what we say financial planning and who wants to invest, they are eligible to know about this product. So, firstly, we'll know about money. What is money? Money is an instrument which doesn't buy happiness. Money buys choices, which makes us happy. So, if you buy things which are not as per your needs, your money will be loosened. So, it is very much important for you to manage your money. So, there is a rule called 50, 30, 20. So, 50% of your income should be basically going into your needs, whatever is your need. For example, handling your expenses at home and fulfilling their daily needs such as food, shelter, etc. Those are called the needs. Then comes the what you say wants. Wants are something like I want today eating food I usually. So eating only maybe pizza or pasta or something like that is a want. So that's your choice. So for your choices, it should be like 30% of your earnings. Then remaining 20% is of your savings, basically. So if a person who is earning 1 lakh, 50% of the amount should be dedicated to his needs. and 20% to his wants and 20% to his future savings. Okay?
కవర్ మైక్కి కొంచెం ఇక్కడ ఇట్లా పెట్టుకో, ఇది మైక్ డిస్టెన్స్ వస్తుంది.
ఓకే, దూరం పెట్టాలా?
ఆ కవర్ మీద కొంచెం కొంచెం పెట్టాలి. ఇంకొంచెం
ఒక్క నిమిషం. ఓకే, yeah. Okay, so now we'll be looking into the financial planning. So planning is nothing but bringing your future into present and doing something about it now itself. So this is called financial planning. So there are various steps in financial planning. Firstly, identification of goals. So unless or until we are having a goal, we can't invest in that. So firstly, we have to identify our goals. For example, for a father in his family, so his children's education is one of the goals. So he has to identify such goals. Then he has to identify the assets. Assets in the sense, what is the physical asset it might be, or liquid amount it might be. So what are his assets and what he can do with his assets, he has to assess. Then comes the liabilities. Liabilities means debts. Maybe everyone might be having some or the other loan. So he has to look into the loans also. What are those loans, etc. So then the step is like what are the future earnings, how much he is going to earn in the future and how much he is going to expend in the future. So he has to assess all the steps. Then he has to do a planning. For example, as I said earlier, 1 lakh is his monthly income and 50% goes to his needs, 30% into his wants and 20% into his investments. So regarding the 20%, what he can do, he can plan, then invest and then he can review. So this is a lifelong cycle which goes on all the time. So everyone who is about to do some investments or have some planning related to finances should go through these phases. So we are looking into risk and reward matrix. So this is classified into four quadrants. So firstly, high reward, high risk, low reward, low risk. So low risk and high reward. Basically, this doesn't happen in the market. Anywhere it doesn't happen, because when there is a low risk of a person, so he can't get any high returns. Okay, so high risk and high returns, these are the market related products, basically into equities. Equities, as sir earlier mentioned. So the equity oriented programs, when products such as shares of a company, etc. Those things come over here. These things basically in the long run this will yield better. Then low risk and low reward are bank deposits. So savings bank account, we have around 4% of returns every year, and term deposit we have around 7%. So like that, low risk, and then also we have post office savings, PPF, mutual funds. These are like low risk and low returns we will be getting. Then high risk and low reward. Why should we take high risk for low yielding product? There isn't any product like that. So these are the main 3 sutras of planning. So plan for your emergencies. Emergencies as in your medical and any family related emergencies. So for that we have to firstly plan. Then plan for your family goals. As I mentioned earlier, planning for a kid's education or a marriage, etc. and daily activities of the family. So for that we have to plan. Then plan for your retirement. Once after your retirement, no one will be getting any fund. So in the sense, as we are not working, there may be less probability of getting income. So we have to plan for our retirement also. Right. So these are the financial products as per our goals. So as I mentioned earlier, for short-term goals and emergencies, we can go for savings bank, fixed deposit, recurring deposit, post office, and money market. Money market in the sense 1 year instruments will be there. So these things will be coming in short-term goals for a, and also here we will be earning only less amount of interest also profit. So these are better for short-term, not for long-term. So medium and long-term, we can go for your exchange traded funds, mutual funds, stocks, etc. So these will be giving you a good results for your medium and long run. And the third thing is for insurance. And nowadays insurance is compulsory for everyone. Either it might be a general insurance or a life insurance or any other type of insurance. These are pretty much important. So as you can see the below diagram, so it is showing a man has a high capacity of taking high risk. So because he has less time for his retirement and he can go for a high risk product. But when there is no risk, in the sense when you are after your retirement, you are not getting any fund. So for that, better go for a low risk product such as FDs, savings bank, account, etc. These are the basic financial products as per our goals. Okay, I'll do it. So these are the main factors which we have to look into while we are investing. Firstly, how safe is our money for everyone? It is pretty much important rather than investing or getting profits. How to save is pretty much important. So firstly, wherever we are investing, firstly we have to look into the safety of the product, safety of our money. Then how liquidity in the sense how we can withdraw. Can we withdraw it immediately or not? For example, if we are about to withdraw a FD, it's a nowadays we can even withdraw in seconds also. So that's what is liquidity. Then returns. How much are the returns? If we are not getting any returns, much in returns, that is not a good product. So how convenient is it? Convenience is in the sense how easy is it for us to invest in that. So that is what is convenience. Then ticket size. Ticket size is the amount which we are investing. As students, I mean, these days you might be knowing about SIPs, right? SIPs. So I'll ask you a question. What is the minimum amount required for an SIP, for you to invest in an SIP? How much? ఎవరైనా కొంచెం గట్టిగా చెప్పండి కొంచెం. Yeah, 100 is the right answer. So that is the ticket size. So I mean SIPs these days we can even invest 100 rupees per month. So which is convenient for everyone. Then taxability of earnings. So how, when for example if a person is going for life insurance. So life insurance is covered in 80C section. So on that you have a taxability, earning taxability. So there isn't any tax on that. So and also tax deductions. For example, if you are going for a mutual fund product, there might be a deduction in your tax. In the sense, I mean, in your income, how much tax. So these all things we have to evaluate and do an investment. Okay. So this is the path to financial planning. The time is to start now. For short-term goals, as I mentioned earlier, invest in less risky products, and for long-term goals, one may invest in riskier products. For retirement, you can invest in stock market with a long-term view. In the sense, if you are a person of 30 years, it's the right time for you to start investing in the stock market for your retirement. We have to monitor it on a daily basis. The button confused. Returns from last 30 years. So if we look into the inflation inflation is increased by 6.7 times. For example, if a product's value is around 1 rupee, so it is around 7 rupees now in 30 years. So if we look into these things, there are different types of products which are yielding different types of returns. So, which are increasing. So, if we look into equities, it is 15.4. For example, if a person has invested 1 rupee in the year 1995, so it is equivalent to 15.4 rupees now. Okay? So, please remember, investment is not bad gambling. So, you need to put your effort for your money to work and grow. So, what you have to know is where you are going with your investments and what you are doing, what you are investing in, who you are dealing with, and where to go for help. So, if we know all these things, then only it's better for you to start investing in that product. Okay? So, what is meant by capital market? So, capital market is a place where we do trade, in the sense buying and selling, do indulge of financial securities. Okay. Here in India, it is moderated by, operated in the sense, it is governed by Sebi, Securities Exchange Board of India. Okay. So next is what is a mutual fund? Mutual fund is a collection of amount which is pooled and invested in the securities. So first, if you see into the diagram, firstly, investors pool money, in the sense maybe 10 or 15, 20 people. So if you are choosing a fund, there will be a fund manager for that, and he will be collecting the amount from the investors, and he will be pooling it, and he will be investing in securities, and returns will be generated. Generally, mutual fund is a best product for a entry level person, because it is easy to invest and also it is easy to redeem also. So whereby you can even look into that on a daily basis, and whenever you want you can redeem it. This is mutual fund. Why mutual fund? So professional management, as I mentioned earlier, there will be a fund manager for every fund which you are investing. Then it is transparent, whereby you can look all the time how much is the NAV, how many units have been allocated to you, etc. Okay, so it is easy to liquidate, as I mentioned. Then it is easy for you to, it is convenient for you, because nowadays every bank has its own mutual fund. So we can directly, when you trust a bank or when you trust a mutual fund agency, you can approach them, you can invest them at your convenience. Then small ticket size, as I mentioned earlier, regarding SIP, 100 rupees is the minimum amount in SIP. So it is a small ticket size. So diversification. For example, if you are having 5,000 rupees and you want to invest in different types of mutual funds, so we can directly create a ticket size and invest in all those things. Whereby even if one mutual fund is not performing well, the other might perform. Okay. Then it is well regulated. It is under Sebi and it is looked by AMFI. Okay. And it is low cost also. When you are redeeming it also, there will be tax will be pretty much less. So next, risk classifications of mutual funds. You can see, so low risk are conservative, in the sense they doesn't want to take much risk. So they will be investing in low risk products and they will be getting a minimum interest on that mutual funds returns, in the sense. Then low to moderate risk are moderately conservative investors. Okay, moderate risk are moderate investors. Moderately high risk are moderately aggressive. Aggressive in the sense they will be choosing all high risk products only. So there might be in the short term there might be a loss where these products will be. Any doubts? You can ask in the middle also. You can stop and ask. Yeah. Due diligence while investing in mutual fund. So we have to carefully look into these parameters while investing. So the performance, benchmark performance of the fund, maybe for the last 2 years or something, you can look into the benchmark. Then you can look into the expense ratio of the mutual fund. Then the risk level, as I mentioned in this riskometer, we can check the riskometer and we can assess the risk for that particular mutual fund. So then the portfolio turnover ratio, how the fund manager buying and selling the securities of the particular stock, you can see. So then background and history of the fund manager. Fund manager history is also, for example, if you are choosing the HDFC mutual fund and if you are going into their products, we can directly see who is the fund manager and his background performance and what all funds he has managed, etc. All these things we can see. Every mutual fund AMC will be providing with you all these details. So nextly, exchange traded funds. Exchange traded funds are a combination of shares and mutual funds. So any person who is looking for diversification, low cost and transparency, they can go for these products. ETFs can be bought and sold throughout the day in the exchange, in the sense exchange platform. Okay. Then this is the main one of the main topic for today. So regarding the fraud and scam prevention. So these days the scams are pretty much in the market, and many people are being affected. Many people are being affected regarding in this. So I have been looking into many cases of these scams which are going on the daily basis. So there are 9 sorry. Yeah. So there are basically 9 tactics which these scamsters are using these days. So firstly is called foreign portfolio. So scammers are providing foreign trading platforms, claiming that their affiliation with foreign portfolio investors. So they are misleading the individuals in the name of providing opportunity in trading through FPI. So secondly, fake trading apps. So మీకు తెలిసిన ఏదైనా ట్రేడింగ్ మెంబర్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ ఏమైనా స్టాక్ బ్రోకర్ పేరు చెప్పండి ఒకటి, కొంచెం గట్టిగా చెప్పండి ఎవరైనా.
జీరోదా.
సో జీరోదా. సో దిస్ సెకండ్ పాయింట్. సో these scamsters will be they'll be creating a trading app which is similar to Zerodha, just like impersonation. So they'll be impersonating Zerodha, they'll be creating the fake trading app which looks like the exact app of Zerodha. So these people, what they'll do, they'll be sending you they'll be adding you on WhatsApp or Telegram, other social media platforms, and they'll be asking you to join in that group, invest through them, so that you'll be getting high returns. So I mean they will even send you a APK link which is not in the actual. I mean, for example, if a broker wants to give you their mobile application, he'll be asking you to download in the Play Store or Apple Store. So these people will be sending you a APK link which is similar to the actual trading member's profile. So once you start, once you download that and start trading, it will be similar to the actual platform. But here this scenario is that you will be sending your money to a fraudster might be via UPI or via cash transfer in the sense, a bank transfer or something. So what they will be showing is that they will be investing from your amount, and the entire application will be in your name, and your amount will be increasing day by day. So at one point of time you will be thinking of taking that amount, but at that time what they do is they'll simply ask you to give us more amount in the sense a withdrawal fees. Maybe for example, if you want to withdraw 10 lakhs, they'll ask you to provide another 50,000 as a withdrawal charge. So once you give that 50,000 also, they ask you again to invest, put around 30,000 or something else. Like that these scams goes on, whereby a person doesn't understand it till the very end. So I had a experience with a complainant, a visitor I can say. So once, maybe around 2 months back, a visitor came to my office just to talk regarding some online trading, etc. So he asked me, he told me everything which happened. So you trust me or not, he invested, in the sense he has sent money more than 1.5 crore. Okay, so that too he didn't even do trading from his own account. He has sent it to some bank accounts, random accounts. He has lodged a cybercrime complaint as of now. It is still going on, but he has not got any amount as of now. So people, be careful when you are investing in these things. So these things might definitely turn back to you when you think high returns will be given in very few days. This is not true actually. Okay. Then unregistered investment advice via social media message platforms. As I mentioned earlier, the same thing. They will be asking you to follow their channel, join their chat group, and they'll be sending you some investment suggestions, etc. Okay, so Sebi has given its stockbrokers never to offer tips or advice on chats. So no stockbroker provides these things for any of them. Okay. So next thing is deep fake videos. These are, you all know about these things regarding the deep fake videos of influencers and public figures which are being used on a regular basis these days, and they are creating videos. Okay, please don't trust these things. Then opinion trading, these types of scams misleads users into betting on financial outcomes under the guise of legitimate trading. Okay, so they mimic these platforms as I mentioned earlier and operate outside Sebi's regulations. Okay, good digital practices. As you all know, you shouldn't share your login ID, passwords with anyone, as they are restricted for yourself. Okay, so this provides the confidentiality also. Then the next one is paid trading courses with guaranteed returns. Some people might be offering you in YouTube, you'll be seeing in Instagram or somewhere else, they'll be asking you that if you pay me this much of trading course fee, you'll be getting this much of guaranteed returns. So even sometimes some people claim that X of the returns or 5x, 10x, etc. will be there. Okay. Hello. Okay. So people will be like this. They will be intimating you that. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Yeah. So they will be telling that you will be getting 100x or 10x or 5x within some time. So this is not true. Please don't trust all these courses and etc. Unless or until you learn the trading by yourself. Then pump and dump scam. Pump and dump scam in the sense people foreigners will be doing like this. They will be telling that this related fund or stock will be a loss. This will be this price of the stock will be increasing. So they'll be using fake news and etc. They will be hyping a product, whereby people buying into that product, and later on it will be dumped again. And double trading is completely illegal activity under Sebi. So here there isn't any proper security only. So they'll be using the benchmarks as the stock exchange, and there isn't any actual trade involved in this, but only the books of these operators. Okay. How you can protect yourself? Basically, these are the basic steps what you have to look into. So don't be attracted to these guaranteed fixed returns in the securities market. Guaranteed returns are illegal in the market completely. So please avoid this guaranteed thing. Then also these messages which you will be getting from forward messages, etc. Please do trust regarding the securities market, and verify any news from the official Sebi or NSE. Those websites where the information will be provided to you completely. So do not download unregulated trading apps. Chat services is there offering. Please don't join in those things. Only deal with this Sebi registered intermediaries. There will be all the intermediaries. For example, if you have a registration certificate of a registered intermediary, you can look into that in Sebi site directly. And also please do install the trading members stockbrokers application only from App Store or Google, and verify these details. Okay. And also transfer funds to the registered client bank accounts only, and verify the bank accounts. Yeah. Starting from October 1st, 2025, Sebi has introduced UPI mechanism for your availability. So please check this this option also when you are trying to send the money. Okay. And report any fraudulent activity to cybercrime department or call 1930. Okay. You can even call the exchange, that is the exchange number, exchange customer care number, toll free number. So regarding the CISs, so we have around 10 CISs across South India. So we have 2 offices in Andhra Pradesh, Vizag and Vijayawada, and our office is in Bensakil. Okay. The information is already also provided on Sebi platform. Yes, if you want to find out this address and come to our office, you are also always welcome. We have a dedicated library over there for you to understand regarding market and to get some knowledge regarding that. And also we will be there to help you if you need something regarding the market. So this is a basic test which has been provided by Sebi, which is of free cost. So just to assess your awareness in the market. So I hope at least few of them will look into these things and complete this certification. This is not a certification, but test to assess yourself. Pretty much easy one. You can all just have a photo click for that, and scan that QR. Scan that QR code so that it will be helpful for you. Okay. So this is the Sarthi application. So it is a mobile application wherein each and every information regarding your financial things such as financial calculator and also financial products, where to invest, where not to invest, etc. All these things will be there in this application. Okay. And also this is the investor website of Sebi, where you can go through each and every possible, as I mentioned earlier, it is similar to the mobile application. So you can look into this thing and have some knowledge regarding these things. And also regarding, for example, if you are having any grievance related to any stockbroker, so we have a platform of Sebi which is operated by Sebi basically. So you can, for example, if you are having a grievance on Zenoda, maybe a stockbroker, so you can directly lodge a complaint on on the stockbroker, and you can look into this over there. And also we have another platform. If your if your what we say complaint doesn't get any sort of resolution in courts, you can have an alternate platform called ODR. It is called Online Dispute Resolution of Sebi. Okay. So and NSE has all these social media applications. So whenever you feel like look into these things, you can go and have some knowledge in these products. In these, there will be all type of products. You can look over into this. Right. And thank you for this session. And if you have any doubts, you can ask now. Yeah. Any questions you can ask. Okay, thank you. And మీకు ఏదైనా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కావాలి అంటే you're always welcome. We'll be working from Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 5:30. So your nearest office is in Vijayawada.
Firstly, thank you so much for giving us awareness regarding fraud prevention. So the doubt is, as you mentioned in presentation, spot scam before they spot you. There is a slide. So how we can spot the scammers? So we are seeing all those links through Telegram or many links. Involuntarily we are stepping into that loop. How to notice it is a scam, or how to prevent it without happening it?
Yeah. So very good question actually. So no broker. Are you able to hear me? So no broker approaches you firstly. Okay, that is the first step. If someone is approaching you, you have to authenticate the documents which is providing, either by calling the nearest exchange, or you can directly call for example, if a person is doing a fraud in the name of Grow or Zerodha, for example, so you can directly contact them and ask how correct is that, how legitimate is that. So that is the first step. So if you are unable to find it out, whether it is a scam or not, you can approach NSE in the toll-free number. You can ask them. So these are the basic steps. Or you can directly write a mail to the exchange or Sebi or the company directly, whoever is approaching you. For example, people do frauds in the name of some other person. For example, I may do the fraud in the name of you, like that. So they will be having some or the other name. So it's better always to approach someone from that background, maybe the exchange or the company, etc. So that is the first step. So and also, never believe someone giving you tips on WhatsApp or Instagram. You understood?
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for making aware of all your NSC policies and scams. And having small one. Mostly we listen to the advertisement like mutual funds are subjected to market risk. It is given by most of the professionals. Is it true?
Yes.
Compared with shares and debentures, and to because of this reason, most of common people will invest in banks or in retirement plans.
Yes. So there are multiple factors which affect. That is the reason they put that in the sense. I mean, they are subject to market risk. Any product is related to market risk. For example, even if you are going for some ULIP in the sense insurance plan also, which is interrelated. Say this trading. వినిపిస్తుంది ఇందాక చెప్పింది మీకు. సో there is risk completely. I can't tell you completely, but it is subjective. So the minimal, what we say, pretty much minimum, not completely. But as I mentioned earlier, if you are choosing if you are an aggressive kind of investor, there might be upside down for you also. So if you are a conservative kind of thing, if you just want returns, I mean, if you just want to save your funds, in the sense, for example, if I am investing 10,000 rupees, if you are like, at least if it is increasing by 10,300 or 400 in a month, in a year, maybe 500, if I get a less profit also, that will be sufficient for it. You can go for mutual funds. They are, I mean, say it is, every product is safe to invest, but you have to go through multiple things, in the sense you have to get the knowledge firstly, where to invest, how the fund is performing or not, in the sense 5 years ka performance, how the last 5 years performance, then who is the fund manager, who is looking after that, and where there is for example a blue chip fund is there, Axis blue chip or some other blue chip, or then multi cap funds, etc. So we have to look into that, where this, for example, a multi cap product. So there will be like, you'll be investing in high cap, medium cap and low cap completely. High cap companies, medium cap and low cap companies. How much is he investing into high cap? We have to look into all these things and we have to invest. Every product in the market is related to risk completely. Risk of minimal, at least minimal risk will be there, but these will be performing in a longer level. So if you want to invest in mutual funds now itself for 10 years, you can go for it, because you have the ability of looking into it on a daily basis or on a frequent basis, whereby for example if you are thinking like you have got the returns which will be sufficient for you, you can withdraw at that time rather than waiting for the very last time. We have two different types of funds in mutual funds. One is open-ended and the other is closed-ended. So if you doesn't want to take much risk, you can go for open-ended fund, where we can withdraw it at any time, any point of time.
ఒక్క నిమిషం, ఇది వినిపించట్లేదు. కొంచెం గట్టిగా మాట్లాడండి పర్లేదు.
For common people, how this survey will be done? They cannot make survey for all these things, right?
See, madam, I will tell you, there are mutual fund agencies.
Okay.
Maybe Nippon India Mutual Fund,
Yes.
if you want to invest, or you can approach any bank. So all the service managers over there, if they are having a certification called in mutual funds distributors or something, NISM 5A. So if you want to have that knowledge, you can write that examination also, which is around 1,500 rupees or something. So a normal person, in the sense, if he is having internet banking, and in that internet banking he can go and he can view the mutual funds. Every type of mutual fund will be there over there. I mean, what he wants to invest. For example, if you want to choose some Nippon India multi-cap or something else, he can see the performances, etc. And then he can invest money. Otherwise, the easiest thing is to approach a mutual fund IMC, nearest branch, or you can approach any bank. Every bank is giving the mutual fund thing these days, so you can approach one.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you.
Myself, Karthikeyan. So, I have a question that as a student myself, if I want to simply now I'm owning or I'm trying to sell, what is the safest plan that I can invest my money than beyond the simply savings account in the bank?
No, you're looking for a short period or a long period?
Short period.
Short period in the sense you can go for fixed deposits.
Fixed deposits.
Yes.
If we move to long period investment?
Long period, sir. If you don't want to take a risk, you can go for fixed deposits. If you want to take some risk, then you can go for equities. Yeah, but that doesn't give much yield in short term. Those are better for long term only. What is your investment period at the meeting?
1 year or 2 years.
Then money market investments ఉంటాయి. So you can go commercial papers అంటారు. So some other things like government bonds ఉంటాయి.
So we can, government bonds can we invest? So
Yeah.
it takes time to mature.
For short term, that gives better yield.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want any information, you can come to the branch sometime.
Yeah.
Where we can discuss it. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I am from MCA.
Yes.
Sir, as a student, a common concern to rise of misleading advice from social media influencers. What is the single most important red flag students should look out for to avoid these traps?
Okay. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, it's always better to contact the whatever department. For example, people of social media influencer చేశారు what we say mislead చేశారు అనుకోండి, it's always better for you to approach the concerned entity. మ్యూచువల్ ఫండ్స్ అయితే మ్యూచువల్ ఫండ్స్ కానివ్వండి, లేకుంటే ఏదైనా ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ ఈస్ రిలేటెడ్ టు సమ్ ట్రేడింగ్, యూ కెన్ approach whatever the exchange it might be, so you can approach those things. Okay, that is the basic thing which you can do. So at least it will be like for example, if you have మీరు ఒక ₹1,00,000 పోగొట్టుకున్నారు అనుకోండి, at least we can eradicate you from further losing your money. Okay.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, MLS from second year. Sir, as we discussed mutual funds and stock market, when coming to investment options among all, there are many options for the investment. When compared to stock market, are mutual funds really safe? Are really beneficial?
Yeah, beneficial in the sense. Yeah. Both. I mean, it is as per the individual perspective is what I think. For example, if you want to buy the shares and if you want to hold it for longer time, then you can go for equity shares. No, I just want to invest this much of amount. It is amount based actually. So shares are unit based. So for example, if you want to invest this much of amount, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, something like that. So this is the better one. If you want to go into units wise or something else for longer period, so that is equity shares is what you can buy. అర్థమైంది ఆ కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్పింది. ఇది అమౌంట్ బేస్డ్ ఉంటుంది, అది యూనిట్ బేస్డ్ ఉంటుంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ. గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్.
కంపెనీలో ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు సపోజ్ వాళ్ళు దివాలా తీస్తారు కదా, అప్పుడు రిటర్న్ క్లాస్ సార్.
సో ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ. సో ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఐ హ్యావ్ ఏ పర్ఫెక్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫర్ దట్. దెర్ ఈస్ ఏ డిఫాల్టర్ కాల్డ్ PACL, Pearls Agrotech Corporation Limited. Okay, so they were running some illegal activities and it got exposed. Later on Sebi has taken over that. So ఏం చేస్తారంటే ఇలాంటి కేసెస్లో they will be hand holding the assets of the company. Okay, so whereby after hand holding they will be selling of the maybe assets, physical assets, example building and even they will be selling of these things, what we say, these assets, and they will be settling you as per your, for example మీరు 1,00,000 రూపాయలు కట్టారనుకోండి ఒక దాంట్లో స్కీమ్లో, మీకు ఎంత ఎవాల్యుయేట్ చేసి మీకు ఎంత అమౌంట్ రావాలని ఎవాల్యుయేట్ చేసి దే విల్ బి సెటిలింగ్ టు యూ యాజ్ ఎ రెగ్యులేటరీ బాడీ. Sebi does this thing. Okay, and many of you might have known about Karvi stock broking. Idea on ఎవరికైనా Karvi stock broking గురించి? So Karvi also was a defaulter. So what he has done is he has taken, I mean there were pooled shares of the investors. Karvi was also a stock broker just like Zerodha. Okay, so what he did is trading, I mean clients దగ్గర హోల్డ్ చేసిన షేర్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా. సో వీళ్ళు ఏం చేశారంటే హీ హ్యాస్ టేకెన్ ఏ, ఐ మీన్ క్లయింట్స్ అందరు నాకు పవర్ ఇచ్చారు ఇవి నేను లోన్ పెట్టుకోవడానికి అని చెప్పి, వాట్ ఇట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ హీ హ్యాస్ లాస్ అంటారు, లోన్ అగేన్స్ట్ సెక్యూరిటీస్ అంటారు. సో హీ హ్యాస్ గోన్ అండ్ టేకెన్ లోన్ అండ్ హీ ఇన్వెస్టెడ్ ఇన్ సమ్వేర్ ఎల్స్ which he couldn't pay back or something else, so he got defaulted. So what happens here is, so ఇది సుప్రీం కోర్టులో కూడా నడిచింది ఆర్డర్. సో దాని తర్వాత సుప్రీం కోర్ట్ ఆర్డర్ ప్రకారము క్లెయిమ్స్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్. సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీకు ఒక 20 టైప్స్ ఆఫ్, ఒక 5 టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ షేర్స్ ఉన్నాయి. సో మీరు ఏం చేస్తారు, నాకు ఈ 5 టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ షేర్స్ నాకు రావాలి అని చెప్పి మీరు ఎక్స్చేంజ్నైనా ఏ బాడీ ఉంటే ఆ బాడీని అడుగుతారు. సో అడిగిన తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తారంటే వాళ్ళు ఎవాల్యుయేట్ చేసి దే విల్ బి సెటిలింగ్ యూ ది అమౌంట్. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈజ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద బేసిక్ కాన్సెప్ట్. సో దేర్ మైట్ బి ఎ డిలే ఇన్ గెటింగ్ యువర్ ఫండ్, బట్ యూ విల్ బి గెటింగ్ యువర్ ఫండ్. ఓకే
సార్, వన్ మోర్ క్వశ్చన్. ఇప్పుడు మనం పేమెంట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం కదా సార్, మంత్లీ. సో మధ్యలో 2 months మనకి ఏదైనా ఇష్యూ వచ్చేసి 2 or 3 months ఆగిపోతే అది రిటర్న్స్ వచ్చేటప్పుడు ఆ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఏమన్నా రిటర్న్స్ మీద పడుతుందా, టోటల్ రిటర్న్స్?
ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ మీరు మంత్లీ కట్టకుంటే ఏమవుతుందంటే దేర్ విల్ బి అడిషనల్ ఛార్జ్. సో మీరు ఎందుకంటే అది న్యాచ్ ఇచ్చుంటారు, న్యాచ్ అంటారు కదా, డెబిట్ ఆప్షన్ ఇచ్చుంటారు. సో మీరు అప్పుడు కట్టినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే మీకు అడిషనల్ ఛార్జెస్ పడుతుంటాయి. సో సిప్, యాజ్ ఐ మెన్షన్ సార్ చెప్పినట్టు సిప్ కూడా, సో మంత్లీ కట్టేటప్పుడు మీకు న్యాచ్ ఉంటుంది, దానివల్ల మీకు అడిషనల్ అమౌంట్ పడుతుంది. తర్వాత మీకు వచ్చేది రిటర్న్స్ మీద ఏం ఎఫెక్ట్ ఉండదు కదా, కాబట్టి 3 months ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ చేసి ఉంటుంది మీరు అంతే. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సార్, మనకి మ్యూచువల్ ఫండ్స్లో ట్యాక్స్ సేవర్ అని చెప్పి వస్తుంది. సార్, ఇప్పుడు మనకి మ్యూచువల్ ఫండ్స్లో ట్యాక్స్ సేవర్ ఇంకా ట్యాక్స్ అని చెప్పి 2 types ఉన్నాయి కదా. ట్యాక్స్ సేవర్ని మామూలుగా దాని ద్వారా నిజంగానే ట్యాక్స్ సేవ్ అయిద్దా, లేకపోతే మామూలుగా వాళ్ళ కొన్ని కంపెనీస్ అలా చెప్తారు?
లేదండి, ఖచ్చితంగా అవుతాయి. ఎందుకంటే ఇలాంటి వాటిని ELSS అంటారు. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ అనేబుల్ టు రికలెక్ట్ ది ఫుల్ ఫామ్, బట్ దేర్ విల్ బి లాక్-ఇన్ పీరియడ్ ఫర్ దీస్ థింగ్స్. సో దీస్ విల్ బి కమింగ్ ఇన్ ఇయర్ 80D అనుకుంటాను. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ట్యాక్స్ whereby at the end there will be ఇంపాక్ట్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ ఐ మీన్ మీ ట్యాక్సబిలిటీ ఇన్కమ్లో కానివ్వండి వాటిల్లో యూ కెన్ గెట్ ది ఎగ్జంప్షన్. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ కరెక్ట్. యా, థ్యాంక్స్.
Thank you, ma'am.
With that final insightful answers, we must bring our question and answer session to a close. A huge thank you to Mr. Guntur Ravirajan sir,
Thank you, sir.
for patiently addressing the queries of our IPS students. Please give a big round of applause to Guntur Ravirajan sir. Yes, once again, as a part of Hindu College of Management edition, it's time for felicitation. I request all the volunteers to please come forward.
Dear students and faculty members, we are more than confident that you learned something. అంటే మీరు నేర్చుకున్నారని ఎట్లా తెలుస్తుందంటే క్వశ్చన్స్ అడగ కాబట్టి. సో వీఆర్ హ్యాపీ దట్ సో మెనీ స్టూడెంట్స్ started asking questions to such an extent that we need to stop that question answer session also. మీ అందరికీ సర్టిఫికేట్ ఇస్తాం signed by both the organizations with the logo of Sebi. Right now ఇచ్చేస్తాం ఇప్పుడే. దాని మీద పేరు రాయలేదు మేము, మీ పేరు మీరు రాసుకోండి. అర్థమైందా? మీరు ఎవరికో దానం చేయకండి ఆ సర్టిఫికేట్. దట్ సర్టిఫికేట్ విల్ బి ఆఫ్ గ్రేట్ వాల్యూ ఫర్ MCA స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆల్సో. బట్ టైం ఇప్పుడు ఆల్రెడీ 2 o'clock అయిపోయింది కాబట్టి Shabana madam will read out the names of 2 MCA first years, 2 MCA second year, 2 MBA first year, 2 MBA second year, 2 MBA hospital management first year and second year. రఫ్గా ఒక 8 మందిని పైకి పిలుస్తాం. మిగతా వాళ్ళ సర్టిఫికేట్ నా దగ్గర ఉన్నాయి. బట్ ఇప్పుడున్న 130 మందికి మన సర్టిఫికేట్లు ఇస్తుంటే సాయంత్రం దాకా అవుతుంది కాబట్టి, ప్లస్ ఎవరు కూడా ఫోటో తీసుకోకుండా ఊరుకోరు కదా, సర్టిఫికేట్ తీసుకుని వెళ్ళిపోరు కదా, మనం ఫోటో తీయాలి. అందువల్ల 8 మందికి ఇస్తాం పైన, మిగతా అందరికి ఇస్తాం. మనకు కావాలంటే మన క్లాస్ రూమ్లో వెనకాల సేమ్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్తో మన సర్టిఫికేట్ నేను ఇస్తాను మీకు ఫర్దర్గా. ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ యూ టు కోఆపరేట్ విత్ దట్ పాయింట్. ఓవర్ టు శోభన్ గారు.
I request Dr. S.Chandra Garu and Guntur Ravirajan sir, please come on to the dais for felicitation. I request all the dignitaries to please join for the session. I request all the faculty to please come forward and join the session. I request Parimala and Sai Devi from 2nd MBA, please come forward and collect your certificate. Ravindra Vaishnavi from 2nd MBA Hospital Management, Kartikeya and Hafiza from 1st MBA, Leena and Praveen from 2nd MBA, Shobha and Manasvita from 1st MBA. Please come first.
అందరూ పైకి వచ్చేయండి ఫాస్ట్గా. చంద్రశేఖర్ గారి చేతుల మీద తీసుకున్నాం సర్టిఫికేట్. కొంచెం వెనక్కి రండి మాస్టర్. ఎక్కడ వస్తారు? సో ప్రోగ్రామ్ వేరే కన్నా. I request all of you to give a big hand to Chandra sir. Hand and insert, clap for it. hand. And I must thank Dr. Chandrasekhar. So certificates for all the 10 students. Savana madam will read out the names once again if you know the name. Yeah.
Parimalam and Sai Devi from 2nd MBA. Please collect your certificate. Ravindra and Vaishnavi from 2nd MBA Hospital Management. Second MCA, Leena and Vinay. Please collect your certificates.
Hello.
Kartikeya. Yes, please stay here. Kartikeya and Hafiza from 1st MBA.
Hello.
Samanvita and Shobha from 1st MC. Please collect your certificates.
Joy Jatin and Nagalakshmi from 1st MBA Hospital Management. Please come fast onto the dais. I request all the certificate receivers to please be on the stage for a group photo.
Hello, కొంచెం హైట్ తక్కువ హైట్ తక్కువ.
Smile.
Good afternoon, everybody. So, on behalf of Dharmapeetam, we would like to felicitate our keynote speaker, Mr. Gunduru Raviraja garu, Principal. Dharmapeetam would like to felicitate the Principal, Hindu College of Management, Dr. Anna garu. In the same course, we would like to felicitate the HOD of Department of Management, S.Chandra. Faculty member of Archer and Naval University, Dr. B.R. of Education, and the main pillar for the Dharmapeetam. So, felicitations to our great personality. He is none other than Abhilash Gopinathan. He is a fearless trainer and English faculty expert. He is trying to all the luminaries of law department and other faculties of many colleges. Sorry students, everything will explain that it's all time helping. So, can you 2 minutes me permission to them? I mean, before conclude this session, we would like to sum up and conclusive words by our Abhilash sir. After that, our HOD sir, Chakravarti garu, will present the vote of thanks. Thank you.
So I assure that I won't take much time, but this must be said. This is what I feel. So Dharmapeetam, as it had been repeated so many times today in this particular session, the name is written over there as well. Dharmapeetam Legal Service India Private Limited is an organization. Its founder president also is present here, Dr. S.Chandra. But the success of this program is not just borne by the shoulders of either S.Chandra or by me, the faces that people see outside maybe our space, but the real pillars, the real strength of Dharmapeetam Legal Service India Private Limited are 4 people, actually 5, but for our present here, actively present here, Mr. S. Garu. Then we have Mr. S.Chandra, who is not present actually now here. Then we have Mr. Srinivas Garu, the Vice President. Shashikaran is the President. Srinivas is the Vice President, Secretary. And then we have Ms. Prashida. So all these 4 people are law students. They are still students. Shashikaran and Santosh are doing their LLM, the postgraduate program, and the other 2, Srinivas and Prashida, are doing their LLB program. So I don't know how many of you people may be able to relate to it or to understand the effort that a person has to take, the relentless effort that someone has to put behind organize such kind of a program or to make it a huge success. You might have seen these equipments and all these kinds of things present here. Along with all the students who are present here, there are about 600-700 other students also watching today's program online as well. So it's a huge amount of effort. For the past around 10 to 15 days, we know how relentlessly they have been working to make this program a successful one. And these kinds of efforts and the success that we can achieve from these kinds of events definitely make us more proud. I'm very proud to be a part of Dharmapeetam organization for a while now. And I do hope that this success will become a strength for those people, the 4 pillars of our organization, to organize more such events. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Guys, I know if I want to conclude within minutes, you have to clap big. So you have to clap big for the people who are behind the success of this event. So I must extend the greetings to all the people, and firstly, greetings to Professor Chandrasekhar Garu, the person who came up with an idea. Actually, I am going to tell you something. Sir, my college ke observer ga vacharu. Either 3rd semester appudu, 4th semester appudu observer ga vacharu. With the rapport what we maintained with him, he himself come forward and proposed this organizing this event. So I must thank you, sir, for such an offer for us, and I must thank our principal, sir. ఎప్పుడైతే చంద్రశేఖర్ గారి దగ్గర నుంచి ఇట్లా ప్రపోజల్ వచ్చిందో, సార్ మనం ఒక ఈవెంట్ ఇట్లా సెబీ అండ్ ఎన్ఎస్సి కాంబినేషన్ చేయాలని చెప్పేసి అన్నప్పుడు ఇమీడియట్లీ ఓకే బాస్ చేద్దామని చెప్పేసి అన్నందుకు లైక్ ఎక్స్టెండ్ మై గ్రీటింగ్స్ అండ్ థ్యాంక్స్ టు ప్రిన్సిపల్ సార్ అండ్ ద టీమ్ మెంబర్స్, ద ఫ్యాకల్టీ. సో అందరూ దసరా వెకేషన్ అని చెప్పేసి అనుకుంటున్నప్పుడే we had a meeting also. I know that the efforts of the team members, legal, law department, university, college of law department, our students, we have been in contact from a couple of days. Event అనుకున్న దగ్గర నుంచి ఫ్రీక్వెంట్గా కాంటాక్ట్లో ఉంటూనే మేమందరూ ఫాలోఅప్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నటువంటి ఆ టీమ్ మెంబర్స్ అందరికీ కూడా స్పెషల్ థ్యాంక్స్. సో స్పేరింగ్ దేర్ వాల్యుబుల్ టైం. అండ్ ఈ ఈవెంట్ జరుగుతున్నప్పుడే ఫస్ట్ ఇట్లా చేస్తున్నారని కన్ఫర్మేషన్ వచ్చినప్పుడే I received a call from some other colleges. So how daringly you are doing the event after the completion of the vacation. So I must thank you each and every person who is presented over here and getting the knowledge from this seminar. Okay, so మీ అందరినీ తీసుకురావడం మాకు బాధ్యత బరువేమో అనుకున్నాను, దాని బాధ్యతగా మీరు ఫీల్ అయ్యి మీ అందరూ వచ్చారు. సో థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ దట్. అండ్ ఐ మస్ట్ థ్యాంక్ రవిరాజా గారు, so simple, and Srikanth Garu from Sebi. So spending their valuable time and coming over here and addressing you people and answering very efficiently your lot of questions. So my questions are and me to say the success of the event is dependent on 2 things. One is attendance, means the participation. The second one is question and answer session. సో మన ఎజెండాలో కూడా మనం పెట్టుకున్న క్వశ్చన్ అండ్ ఆన్సర్ సెషన్కి ఎక్కువ టైం ఇచ్చినందుకు And I must thank our management for accepting our proposal and making this event a grand success, for their continuous support. And thank you everyone. If I forgot, sorry, I would like to mention the names. And I must thank the media, print and mass media, and the students and the participants and all. Thank you so much for making this event a grand success. And yeah, marks very important. So as per your request, we would like to offer a break, lunch break, and you have to start by 3:10. Okay, 3:10 to 4 o'clock. Okay, session as per the request of our students. So thank you all. Thank you so much for coming over here and getting the knowledge of them. So ఒక క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది, మీ రిక్వెస్ట్ మేరకే 3:10 to 4 o'clock క్లాస్ వర్క్ జరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ ఆల్.